Halo guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for joining or watching our video, especially my video. And we are from second group. And before I will explain my material, let me introduce myself first. My name is Shilna Mukhlishoh. My student number 533. Okay, I will share screen. Wait guys. Okay. In here, I will explain about step to test correction. There are aptitude tests and proficiency tests. The purpose of interpreting those tests, it is important that the teacher understand their nature. Generally, the teacher just think that every test device must be a wonderfully innovative instrument that will garner the accolades of your colleges and the admiration of your student. Another way from the step to test correction that is, first, new and innovative testing formats take a lot of effort to design and a long time to refine through trial and error. The second, wait. The second, traditional testing technique can, with a little creativity, conform to the spirit of an interactive communicative language curriculum. In preparing a test, there are 3 steps to follow. First, assessing clear, ambiguous adjective. In addition to knowing the purpose of the test you are creating, you need to know as specifically as possible what it is you want to test. Sometimes teachers give tests simple because like it's first day of the third week of the course, and after hasty glance at the chapter covered during those 3 weeks, the day of some test items so that student will have something to do during the class. This is no way to approach the test. Instead, begin by taking a careful look at everything that you think your students should know or be able to do based on the material that the students are responsible for. In other words, examine the objective for the unit you are testing. Second, drawing up test specification. Test specification for classroom use can be a simple and practical outline of your test. For large-scale standardized tests that are intended to be widely distributed and therefore are broadly generalized, test specifications are much more formal and detailed. For class use tests, your specification will only comprise first, broad outline of the test. Second, what skill will you test? And last, what the item will look like. Specifying item, format or types of item to be used is complex choices. This informal, classroom-oriented specification gives you an indication of the topic objective you will cover, the implied elicitation and response format for items, the number of items in each section, and the time to be allocated for each. And the last is devising test tasks. Devising test tasks. Devising test tasks or writing test items is the central part of test correction. Here you have to express and write what your students have to do to show what ability or competencies you want to see. After writing your first draft of the task or test items, you need to ask yourself some important question. First, are the direction to each section absolutely clear? Second, is there an example item for each section? Third, does each item measure a specification objective? Fourth, is each item stated in clear, simple language? 5. Does each multiple choice item have appropriate descriptor? That is, are the wrong items clearly wrong and yet sufficiently alluring that they aren't? 6. Is the difficulty of each item appropriate for your student? 7. Is the language of each item sufficiently authentic? And the last, do the sum of the item and test as a whole adequately reflect the learning objective? After answering this question, when you find any answer no you need to revise or improve your test, ideally, you need to try out all your tests before actually administering tests. But in our daily classroom, teaching the try-out phase is almost impossible. Alternatively, you could enlist the aid of the college to look over your tests, and so you must do what you can to bring to your student an instrument that is, to the best of your ability, practical and reliable. Okay, I think enough, and I'm sorry if I wrong or mistake about pronunciation, about the writing, and many typo in our PowerPoint. If you want to question to ask about the our material, please ask in your please ask after you watching our video. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.